Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Arlington Weekly News. I'm Craig Nolan. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Daniel Pineda.
And I'm Adele Quo.
And here we go with another show somewhere around the latter part of August 2012. My, how summer is flying by, but we're all having fun and enjoying maybe a brief respite from all the summer heat. News and Community Bulletin Board, and Adele is here with
It's Easy Being Green. Hi, Adele.
Boy, we're
Hi,
getting
Daniel.
good at that. Hi, Adele. And our Community Bulletin Board, CBB, Rich Masabny and his reviews, news for seniors, and then we'll wrap it up with Miriam Gennari and her part two of her hair makeover, I guess, a redo,
Yes,
redo.
part two.
Part two.
New do.
That's our show tonight, but before we begin, here's a reminder from my partner.
That's right, Craig. Arlington Weekly News is available at www.youtube.com/Arlington Weekly News and the number 1, or you can actually go to our Facebook account.
Facebook. All right.
Yep.
Thanks, Daniel.
2012.
And we begin with this story in our news segment here tonight. Here we go. Well, in an attempt to fix bus crowding, delays, and long travel times, Arlington Public Schools will go to a new voucher-based transportation system this school year. School Superintendent Dr. Patrick Murphy announced the new policy devised after an independent study of the system last fall. If any parents have questions about their children's transportation arrangements, they can call the Transportation Call Center at 703-228-8670. Daniel.
The Arlington Public Schools Transportation Director retired just weeks before APS will go back in session with a new, recently announced voucher-based busing system. Transportation Director Gregory Sutton's last day on the job was August the 7th. The process to replace him will not begin until later this year.
And in other stories today, in other school-related news, Arlington Public School students outperformed their peers around the state on new, more rigorous Standards of Learning, or SOL, tests. The tests were administered across all grade levels. The curriculum included Grade 3 mathematics to Algebra 1, geometry, and Algebra 2. Arlington's young test takers exceeded the Virginia passing rates by 7 to 17 percentage points. Arlington Public Schools released its results in concert with the statewide results published by the Virginia Department of Education. More detailed results will be available next month on the Virginia School Report Card from the Virginia Department of Education. Good job. Way to go,
Yeah, congratulations.
Virginia students. Excellent. Daniel.
Absolutely, yes. Well, Saturday, September the 1st, is the registration deadline for the 2012 Northern Virginia Senior Olympics. The events will run from Saturday, September the 15th through Wednesday, September the 26th. Northern Virginia's residents ages 50 and over are eligible to compete in over 40 indoor and outdoor events, from track and field to Scrabble and duplicate bridge. For more information, just go to their website at www.nvso.us or give them a call at 703-228-4721. And this just in, our own Rich Masabny, unfortunately, will not be coming or attending the Senior Olympics.
That's what he
this year.
says.
That's what he says,
you know,
but he might show,
maybe
have an
able to
appearance.
twist his arm and
Yeah.
have him compete in Scrabble or something. Rich, what do you think? All right, speaking of Northern Virginia Senior Olympics, here's another older adult that's out in front by correctly spelling the word rhizoctonia, which is a type of imperfect fungi, Arlington resident Michael Petrina Jr. won this year's AARP National Spelling Bee. Mr. Petrina is a 67-year-old retired attorney. To win the top prize, he had to outspell more than 50 competitors from 24 states. Good job, Mr. Petrina.
Tongue twister of a word.
Yeah, really. All right. Excellent.
Congratulations.
We'll be back with more news and CBB items after we hear from Adele. And
It's easy being green.
Here's Adele quote.
Hey, Adele.
Well, thanks very much, guys. It is easy being green, sipping sustainable wine. Do you prefer red, white, or green? The ancient art of winemaking hasn't changed a lot through the centuries, and grapes are among the most pesticide-laden of all produce. A bottle of conventionally produced wine may contain up to 250 different types of chemicals. For a healthier planet and to fill your wine glass with an eco-friendly option, there's a green wine revolution taking place. What's the buzz about sustainable wine? And what's really behind all this eco-talk? Sustainability is all things to all people, but sustainable should not be just a buzzword. For many folks, the first thing they think of when talking about sustainability and wine is organic grapes. While this is a logical place to start, sustainability in the wine industry encompasses so much more. To one producer, it means organic grapes. To another, it means water conservation, yet to another, it means minimizing packaging, and to others, it can mean increasing their bottom line profits. Those of us who want to eat and drink for an earth-friendly lifestyle want to know how to sort all of this out, and since it means so many things to so many people, it seems to make sense to have some ground rules. That's why I'm bringing you this mini-series on sustainable wines. Stay tuned over the next few weeks as we explore sustainable winemaking in depth. To spell it out, we are going to be talking about sustainable wines that embrace all or some of the following sustainable practices: organic versus biodynamic grape farming practices, water conservation, energy efficiency, packaging and transportation, as well as corporate social responsibility. But in the end, the most important aspect of the winemaking process remains the taste of the wine. People drink wine that tastes good. They won't choose a poor tasting wine over a good tasting wine just because it was produced sustainably. So will you prefer red, white, or green, like our friend here, Craig, likes the red.
Red.
Myself
I don't know
included.
about green wine, but red.
To help you decide, we will be hitting the road to meet the owner of an award-winning local vineyard. He'll give us a private tour where we'll get behind-a-scene look at sustainable grape farming practices. Finally, this mini-series will end in the ultimate blind taste test. We will be pitting sustainable wines against conventional wines to
I'll volunteer for that.
if sipping green is the new red. You're on. To help me with this, I will be out and about to look for volunteers who will participate. So
Greg
remember,
Nolan, yeah.
yes, Greg's our
Excellent.
first one. So remember, it's easy being green by sipping sustainable wine. Thanks very much.
All right, thanks, Adele.
Thank you, Adele.
Sustainable
Thank you.
wine. I don't know about green wine, but I guess you mean green. In the way
Green,
of sustainable
yes.
wines. Okay. Interesting stuff.
Like
We'll
green
look
beer.
forward to that, yeah. And sign me up for your first road trip
I
to
will.
the winery. I'll
And
be happy
Daniel,
to
would you
help.
like to join too?
Excellent. All right.
Daniel's been quiet.
Thanks, Adele.
You're welcome.
Okay, here we go with our CBB, or Community Bulletin Board items. You can learn, grow, and flourish. Register for the Arlington County classes. Registration is now open for Arlington residents, and you have lots of choices on how to register. You can go online, mail, or fax in your registration. Carry it in your phone, or you can carry it in or phone it in. There we go. Non-residents can begin registering on August 29. Registrants can select from fitness, arts, dance, music, swimming, and wellness classes. Visit the county website to get an idea for a new class. And for more information, give them a call, 703-228-1833. Daniel.
Well, that's right, Craig. This summer, Arlington Public Schools Superintendent Dr. Pat Murphy is attending a series of chats with Arlington County residents. These gatherings are being held to give Arlingtonians an opportunity to talk about a wide range of school-related topics, to ask questions, or to provide feedback in small, informal settings. If you would like to attend, please RSVP directly to the number or email listed below. Space will be limited. Available space at each location will determine the number of participants, so reserve your spot early. The next chat will be held on August the 30th from 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. at the Dates of Ballston Community Room located at 4108 North 4th Street. Call 703-228-2581 for more information. Spanish translation will be available as well.
All right, thanks, Daniel. And some information now about volunteering. Volunteers are always needed in other places in Arlington County. The Arlington County Villages team is working to create project teams to build a network of villages in Arlington. The objective of the villages program is to help people continue living in their homes as they grow older. For more information, give them a call, 703-228-4730 for more information. Daniel.
Right, Craig. People who are retired or are retiring represent an untapped reservoir of talent, experience, and energy. Arlington Wisdom Works core team would like to put that wisdom to work building communities. Well, the Arlington Wisdom Works AWW initiative taps the talents of experienced adults 50 plus ready for a new challenge. Don't let all of that wisdom go to waste. Give them a call at 703-228-4730 for details. Rich.
All right, we'll be back with news for seniors and that sort of stuff after we hear from our roundabout Tom for Theater of the Arts and a whole lot more. Mr. Rich.
Yeah, I'm going to highlight some stuff. Signature Theater over in Shirlington is doing the in October now, a new season, the best little horror house in Texas. That's October. Then they're doing in November 13, Dream Girls. That's a nice musical. But you can get all that stuff on signature-theater.org. Constellation Theater, by the way, I love that group. They do stuff at the studio up at Source Theater on 14th and T Street. They're doing their first thing on September 6th. It's they do all good stuff. It's a farce, funny, and there'll be a little bed hopping, that kind of thing. It's called Taking Steps, and their phone number is 202-204-7741. Constellation Theater, and their website. It's on the screen, constellationtheater.org. The Virginia Ballet Company, they do terrific stuff too. They're out of the Nova there in Annandale. They're doing, I'm talking about December now, just so you know ahead of time, because they're booked always. December 8th and 9th is Nutcracker, and they do great stuff. I just saw Precedence, by the way. Terrific bunch of things at Virginia Ballet. Got to get to know them. Anyway, they're 703-249-8227, and their thing is virginiaballetcompany.org. And I'm saying to you, they do good stuff. If you don't know ballet, go see Virginia Ballet. Cinetic Theater. Now, talking about them, they're wonderful. Cinetic Theater. They're doing in September 20th for about a month, Jekyll and Hyde. Directed by the founder, Pata Chirskafili. You know, they do terrific stuff. And his wife, Irana, does the choreography. It's in September 20th, but I'm telling you ahead of time, you won't go wrong there. Their number to reach them is 800-494-8496. And that's Cinetic, their website, Cinetic Theater with an ER.org. Now I want to tell you about a couple of restaurant deals around. I recently found out in Fairfax, Al-Maza, M-A-Z-A, a Lebanese Mediterranean restaurant. And I got right here a review I wrote because I was so excited about them. Let me just tell you this. It's authentic Lebanese food in the heart of Fairfax, Al-Maza. The owner chef is Eli Fagali, who proudly tells everyone that all of his items are homemade, which was quite evident when he started our meal with spinach pies, meat pies. Believe me, you could still tell the dough was made from scratch. The falafel, you know, those little fried things for vegetarians, was perfect, not over fried, not even spiced too much. Being a Lebanese guy myself, I read particularly about kefta. That's a ground chicken thing they do, or beef mixed with onions and parsley and spices, and then grilled and served with lettuce, tomato, and a pita bread. That's terrific. There's no mystery meat taste here. It's a real thing. Chef Eli grinds the meat himself, and you can get it as a sandwich or as an entree. Same thing with the marinated beef or chicken shawarma and the beef kebabs. The tabbouleh, you know, salad with chopped parsley and all, tomatoes, onions, mint and bulgur, olive oil, lemon. God, I'm getting hungry. Chef Eli makes a dessert that is a real winner. I don't even know how to say it. It's called Asmali, and it's a toasted shredded wheat with layers of cream topped with simple syrup. Oh my God. Almaza is a family place too. That's what I like about the place. And anyway, the night I was there, there was a guitarist, Paul Tangren. He's there every, I think it's every Thursday night. Entertains the diners with a large repertoire this guy. He's got from his head. He has no notes, nothing. It's amazing. He must do 1,000 songs. Anyway, for more information about Almaza and to make reservations, call 703-865-8401. It's located at 10427 North Street, just off that University Drive in Fairfax. Check the web at www.almaza.net. And finally, I want to tell you about Ovations Restaurant. You go to Wolf Trap, don't you? Okay. I can't think of a beautiful outdoor setting. It's a tent thing, Ovations Restaurant, on the grounds of Wolf Trap. So if you're going to Wolf Trap to see something great, well, you eat there first. Managed by the well-known Capitol Restaurant Concepts, manager Jeremy Curtis is the boss there, and he knows how to treat the patrons. There's a beautiful buffet, if that's what you want, you know, or you can get from the a la carte menu. During 2 trips at Ovations, over a period of a couple of weeks, I experienced both. Most of Ovations diners, excuse me, I'm getting all choked up when I talk about food. Most of Ovations diners are there prior to seeing a show, so at the Filene Center, you know. However, I think Ovations could be a seasonal destination restaurant. Is that good? The menu is family-friendly and features signature dishes from other Capitol Restaurant Concept places, such as, let me cough again. Excuse me, I'm getting choked up on this. Where's the water? Okay. No, it's all right.
I got water.
The concepts, go listen. The Capitol Restaurant Concepts restaurants are Paola's downtown, Italian, Naylor's, Mediterranean downtown, Georgia Brown's downtown, the Southern, and J. Paul's famous carving station. Wonderful. The a la carte menu is quite varied to suit those who want a full meal or those just want a sandwich. The sandwiches include King Club, French dip, and crab cake, just to name a few. That's okay. Is that a martini? No. Entrees. Yeah, I have to keep the fluid level down. Entrees feature a grilled chicken Caesar salad, roasted salmon. A roasted salmon, I've not had any better anywhere. Chicken tortellini, Alfredo, and fried chicken. Ovations has a full bar, and that's why I go there. They're open from 6 to 8. Young, pleasant college students serve customers with enthusiasm. For more information and reservations, call 703-255-4017. I'm going to choke, right?
I know, it's so good, right? You like it
and
so much.
check their website,
I got some water here,
it's okay, capitalrestaurants.com. Ovations at Wolf Trap. Do it before the season ends. Thank you very much. Thank you, people.
All right, and the desserts are good too. I've been there once.
They are.
The desserts after the show are just as good.
You're right.
Yeah,
very
it's a
good.
great place.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, Rich. Here we go now with our News for Seniors segment. Get my News for Seniors glasses. And here we go. Lee Senior Center is hosting a sweet bluegrass social featuring the Just Playin' Country musicians on Friday, August 31. From 1 to 3 in the afternoon. The program is free, FREE free. For more information, 703-228-0555. Just Playin' Country taped a music program here on July 27th, and that will air in October. We'll keep you posted on the date and time. Just Playin' Country down at the Lee Center. Check them out. All right, Daniel.
Well, if you're concerned about what you eat, you should know that the USDA has thrown out the old pyramid dietary guidelines. Well, Jennifer Abel from the Virginia Cooperative Extension will explain the new guidelines on Thursday, August the 30th at 1 p.m. at the Walter Reed Senior Center. She will show you how you can incorporate the new guidelines into regular daily eating habits. She will also discuss the benefits of using spices and herbs For more information and to sign up for this free program, call 703-228-0955. It's a free program, Craig.
Free. FREE, we like free. All right, here's another one for seniors. All seniors are invited to attend the evening parade at Marine Corps Barracks on Friday, August 31st. The program features the U.S. Marine Band, the Drum and Bugle Corps, the Color Guard, the Silent Drill Team, and the Ceremonial Marchers. Cost is $9 for transportation. Call Arlington County 55 Plus Travel Guide to register at 703-228-4748. Don't miss that one. That's a good show. Daniel.
Senior adult specialist Nancy Connors will hold a candid discussion about alcohol consumption in older adults. It will be on Monday, August the 27th at 2 p.m. at Aurora Hill Senior Center. She will present a guide to recovery from misuse, dependency, and addiction problems. This is a free program for seniors and their family members. Give them a call at 703-228-5722 to register.
All right, and finally, Project Lifesaver is a program sponsored by the Arlington County Police Department that responds to incidents involving people who wander away from home. On Thursday, August 23 at 10 in the morning at Langston Brown Senior Center, a representative from the police department will meet with seniors there at Langston Brown and caregivers to describe their program. For more information and to register for this FREE free program, 703-228-6300. And as always, thanks to Judy Masabny of the Office of Senior Adult Programs for helping us out and sending us these announcements.
And Craig, we have to convince her that
thanks, Judy. We appreciate your help.
Rich to the Olympics. Yeah.
Get rich to the
Senior Olympics. Yeah.
Okay. Up next on this edition of the Arlington Weekly News is Miriam Gennari and and part 2 of her hairdo redo, I guess. Here's Miriam.
Hi, I'm back with Cody Farrow of Studio Salon and Spa in Shirlington, and he has just sustainably mastered my hair. Thanks so much, Cody. Look at me.
Of course. So basically what we did, you have to start with a good foundation and a great haircut and a good shape, something that's easy to work with. And then what we used was some BC oil potion. This is by a company called Schwarzkopf. And it is, argan oil is the main ingredient, which is a natural ingredient.
Yes, it is.
But the great thing about these oils, unlike any other thing on the market, is they evaporate after going into your hair. So you're just left with just the pure...
It feels so good.
Exactly.
It feels so good. And so how does a person look for eco-friendly products? I mean, what do you do? Go to a stylist.
I would definitely always talk to a professional. There's only so much you could learn from looking at a label at a drugstore. And that's not me as a professional.
It is you as a professional of
well, it is.
Yes, and a graduate of HB Woodlawn, I might add. And I think that's what, I mean, there are many things that contribute to a person's outlook. But when you do someone's hair and you think about sustainability and the importance of, what women are going through, they just want to look good, but, it does affect the environment.
Exactly. And it's something that we forget about a lot, and it's something that's very important, especially in this day and age. So not only are these oils a great product for a client like you, but there's something else that I brought for someone with the exact opposite problem. This is called Dust It, also from Schwarzkopf, and it's a mattifying powder, so the person that doesn't have enough oil. And that's silica based, and silica is a renewable mineral.
Yeah, there is a supply.
Very, very important to
Indeed.
Pay attention to what's in the product, and great product for the woman that doesn't want to do anything with her oily hair.
Actually, I see that this could be a great product for men as well, so
Exactly.
I think that's fantastic.
Yes.
So we live in Washington, D.C., and occasionally the power goes out, and as it did recently. And, I have a high-powered job. I own my own company. Somebody says they'd like to see me. what do I do? Is this appropriate?
So we started, this is a great foundation and a great start. And I have here, this is a pin from Gossip on 23rd. And something really easy and classic to do, and it's a huge trend, is just a quick asymmetrical. We're just gonna pull this back, give it a little twist, right behind the ear. And then this is great for a meeting, but also great for if we're going out, if there's a nice dinner you're going to.
And all of a sudden, a black dress and something really pretty
Exactly.
and sparkly. Yes, that's very nice. You know, you said something when we spoke earlier about the history of hair and updos. Tell me a little bit about how sustainable an updo is.
So an updo is great because it doesn't require any electricity at all. Sometimes takes a lot of skill to master an updo, but it's definitely very sustainable. But another thing that we've gotten away from in the history of hairdressing was in the 60s, Vidal Sassoon and his wash and wear haircuts and hairstyles that back then they didn't have hair dryers. So it was all about how can I just comb this into place and how does it fall right back where I need it to. So the same thing, and we've completely gone away from it.
It's true. I just heard that we didn't have air conditioning 100 years ago. It was a 100-year anniversary. And you know what? I think about things like, you know, how did the princesses look royal all the time? But you know what? I think that castles were climate controlled without air conditioning. There's the basement, there's geothermal, you know, there's staying out of direct sunlight. I mean, we don't have to have a lot of the problems that we have. We just have to understand our body and our hair different. And have it, this really feels good. This really feels good. I want to set a good example for my daughters. And so I want to send a message, and that's one of the reasons that I chose to do sustainable hair. I don't know if it's as talked about as eco hair or being green or vegan hair or whatever, but I think sustainable means, you know, something that you truly can manage and that doesn't take more out than it actually offers in terms of purpose.
Yes. And then another thing that goes with that is hair coloring. And this is what we were talking about earlier.
Tell me about this.
And so what
'cause I have grays.
has just come out, and this is just under a year old, this is called Essensity. And the whole concept behind it was that it was 0% ammonia, 0% odor.
No formaldehyde.
Smell,
no formaldehyde.
no formaldehyde derivatives.
I'm totally getting my hair done. I do,
it's,
and I do have a few grays, and I have to admit that.
Yeah.
So, and I do have to take care of my hair for the rest of my life.
Exactly.
And once I commit, I don't want to keep committing to something that's bad for the environment.
Exactly. And every piece of the packaging of the hair color is recyclable. Like it's
they're a
amazing.
great company.
It's got grapeseed oil in it, natural beeswax.
All right. Well, you know, I have to tell you this. I have to thank you for not taking the opportunity, seizing it, and turning my hair green. You know, actually, I like your hair color an awful lot.
Oh,
I think that there are options available. I want to thank Cody Farrow for coming here and teaching us a little bit about sustainable hair. He is at Studio Salon and Spa in Shirlington. And I want to thank Gossip on 23rd for providing these wonderful hair care products, not hair care products, but hair care accessories. And I definitely think that I could use all of the above. I want to thank you for watching AIM, and we will see you next time on the Sustainable Scoop.
And thank you, Miriam and Cody Farrow, and Miriam's hair makeover part 2. So I don't know if there'll be a part 3, but what do you think? Look pretty good?
Yeah, all right with me.
Okay with you.
I'm getting my hair done next week here.
Good.
Yeah.
I don't think it needs anything. That looks pretty good right now.
Oh, okay, thank you. We'll go dancing later.
All right. Talk.